All right, for this trick, we're going to teach our dogs to wipe their paws, particularly their front paws, on a towel or a blanket or whatever you should pick. I have just a rug that I would like my dogs to learn to wipe their feet on when they come inside, maybe. So we're going to start with this. So to start the trick, we're going to get our dog understanding that this is what we're going to wipe our feet on. So I'm going to start by putting some food underneath the blade of the rug, and then covering it up, trying to get them to paw at it. So they may need a little bit more sticking out. Yes, good boy. Yes, good. And really rewarding when they're using their feet to paw at the rug versus their nose, because they're going to want to use their nose a lot. But we really want to encourage them to use their feet. So the treat just goes further and further back on the mat, and I have to hold the mat so they don't actually get the treat. I just want, yes, good boy. I want them just to wipe at it and not dig at it at first. So I'm going to reward them with the treats from my hand. Yes, yes. And I really want them to use both feet. So as we get more into this, I'm going to only be rewarding the ones where I get both feet. Come here, stand. Yes! Good boy, get it. Good. So once they've gotten used to digging at the rug, you may need to put the treat pretty far back to get them to repeat dig at it. And I like to hold it, come here, Stan, so that I can release it when I'm ready. Yes, good. And give them the treat. So I hold the front of the rug down, again, see, it's right here. Yes, good. Yes, good boy. Very good. Yes, good boy. Yay, good. So I'm getting a lot of just one pause, so I'm going to wait until I see if I can offer an alternate paw or a little bit of both before I reward, because we've gotten some success with just one. So we're going to try to push ourselves and make it a little bit more difficult and try to wait for two. Since our end goal is to have two paws wiping the mat, we're going to hold off on saying any verbal cues until we actually are getting that behavior fairly consistently while digging at a treat under the mat. So we're just going to continue to put treats under the mat and reward for two paw digs. If we're starting to get two paw digs pretty consistently with the treat under the mat, then we're going to start adding our verbal cue, which is either wipe or dig or whatever you want to use at that point, because we actually have the desired behavior, which is two paws alternating, going back and forth in that digging motion. So we can add a word once we're at that point. And continue to reward and praise when you get that. And if you need to continue adding food under the mat, great. If not, get rid of the food and just use your verbal command. And that is how you teach your dog to wipe their feet on a towel or mat.